It was a chilly autumn evening when I received my first call as an emergency medical technician. Fresh out of training, I was eager to put my newfound skills to use. Little did I know that this call would be the start of a series of haunting experiences that would forever change my perspective on life and death. We arrived at the scene to find an old, dilapidated house engulfed in darkness. The air reeked of decay, and an eerie silence hung heavily in the air. As we approached the front door, my heart began to race, my palms clammy with an inexplicable sense of dread. Inside, we found an elderly woman lying motionless on the floor. Her skin was pale, her eyes vacant, and her breath shallow. Time seemed to stand still as we assessed her condition. We worked swiftly, administering oxygen and performing CPR, desperately trying to breathe life back into her fragile body. But despite our efforts, she slipped away, leaving only a lingering sense of despair in her wake. Days turned into weeks, and the horrors continued to unfold. We responded to countless emergencies, car accidents, heart attacks, and violent crimes. Each incident brought with it a palpable aura of fear and suffering. The wailing sirens and flashing lights became a constant backdrop to our nightmares. One fateful night, we received a distress call from a small, desolate town on the outskirts of the city. The caller's voice trembled with an indescribable terror, urging us to come quickly. As we raced towards the destination, I couldn't shake the feeling that something ominous awaited us. Upon arrival, we found ourselves in an abandoned building, its walls covered in graffiti, and its floors creaking with each step. The darkness seemed to devour the feeble light of our flashlights, casting eerie shadows that danced around us. We followed the sound of a faint whimper, our hearts pounding in unison with the building tension. In a dimly lit room, we discovered a young girl huddled in a corner, her tear-streaked face a haunting reflection of pure terror. She mumbled incoherently, her voice laden with fear, as if she had witnessed unspeakable horrors. We carefully approached her, trying to offer comfort, but her eyes fixated on something behind us. I turned around, my pulse quickening, but there was nothing there, just the cold emptiness of the room. The girl's condition worsened as we transported her to the hospital. She grew increasingly agitated, her eyes darting around, as if she could see something that eluded our vision. It was as if an unseen presence was tormenting her, unraveling the fabric of her sanity. We could do nothing but watch, helpless witnesses to her descent into madness. As time went on, the experiences took a toll on our team. We became haunted by visions, tormented by nightmares that blurred the line between reality and illusion. The air around us grew heavy with the weight of unspoken terrors, and a pervasive sense of impending doom hung over every call. One stormy night, we received a distress call from an isolated cabin deep in the woods. We navigated treacherous roads, branches clawing at our windshield, as if nature itself tried to deter us. The cabin stood eerily alone, shrouded in darkness and hidden whispers of forgotten tales. Inside, we found an elderly man lying in bed, his eyes wide with terror, as if he had glimpsed the face of death himself. His frail voice trembled as he recounted his encounter with a malevolent spirit that prowled the woods, whispering dreadful secrets into his ears. He begged us to protect him, but we were mere mortals, powerless against the unknown. That night marked the turning point for me. I realized that there were things in this world that could not be explained, forces that defied our rational understanding. The horror I witnessed as an EMT went beyond the physical realm. It delved deep into the recesses of the human psyche, awakening a primal fear buried within us all. Now, haunted by the memories of those I couldn't save, I find solace in sharing my story. But remember, the world is not always as it seems. Darkness lurks in the most unexpected places, waiting to ensnare those who dare to venture too close. The horrors I witnessed as an EMT will forever chill me to the core, a reminder that some fears are rooted not in imagination, but in the twisted reality we call life.